good evening or good morning, depending where you are. I have to come this late to make this quick video, very brief video. Especially, I am targeting those of you in Australia and New Zealand and other part of the world. Those of you who are still in the evening or who are still in the afternoon, and for those who are still in Nigeria, Tony Black, my own Tony Black, thank you. You are still awake. You are still awake. Thank you for joining me. Prince Benson, thank you for joining me. Excel Emeka, thank you for joining me. Don Richie, thank you for joining me. Mark Sonny, thank you for joining me. Toski, thank you for joining me. Amos Obina, thank you for joining me. I have only 3 minutes to call names. Eze Solomon, thank you for joining me. Edafella, thank you for joining me. Latarain, thank you for joining me. Joe Collins, Charles Harry, thank you for joining me. Edu Courage, thank you for joining me. Ugochukwu Sunday, thank you for joining me. Amber Kinsley, thank you for joining me. Kelvin Ruben, thank you for joining me. Anthony Emwere, thank you for joining me. Yes, I see you, Tony, from United Kingdom. My own Tony, Biafra citizen, thank you for joining me. Rosemary, thank you for joining me. Andy Emeka, Esquire, thank you for joining me. Ifani, thank you for joining me. Yes, Red Rosie, thank you for joining me. Dennis Okato, thank you for joining me. Antonia Omondu, thank you for joining me. Ikemba, thank you for joining me. Osita, thank you for joining me. Chidon, thank you for joining me. Ezenwa, thank you for joining me. We will be waiting 3 minutes. I will call this name and we start. Thank you for joining me. Press Sugar, Nonsonora, Kevin, Aze, Peter, thank you. Justin Brown, thank you for joining me. Yes, Andy, I see you. Tony Brown, I see you. Emeka Isaac, I see you. Don Richie, Scotty, I see you. Joe Collins, I see you. Chinedu, I see you. Thank you all for joining me this morning, this evening, this night. Onyedika Chukwu, I see you. Alusi Chukwu, I see you. I see you. Thank you all for joining me. Dim, thank you for joining me. Emmanuel Zeni Ominyi, thank you for joining me. Joe Collins, Eze Rupe, nice, thank you for joining me. Okay, I think we don't need to wait up to that 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is already gone, and we have over 500 steady viewers. Love Williams, thank you. Ugo Silva, thank you. Daniel Young, Benjamin, thank you for joining me. This morning, it's already morning here. And as you can see, we are working around the clock. We are working around the clock. This task of awareness is not something very easy. It is not easy. We are working tirelessly around the clock to make sure that we create awareness, to make sure that we tell you the reason why you must come and start supporting Nigeria disintegration, to tell you the reason why the only option you have to live your life in peace is that you support Nigeria disintegration if you are from other part of Nigeria, and if you are from Biafra, you support Biafra freedom. That is the only option you have to live in Nigeria. That is the only option that is left for you. As I'm talking to you now, people are being killed in Ebonyi State of Nigeria. People are being killed. There is a report that about 17 people has been killed in Ebonyi State. And there are also other reports that some people are being killed in Imo State. These Fulani people are now on rampage in Biafra land. And in Ebonyi State, the story is still what we are investigating to know exactly what happened in Ebonyi State. And there are a lot of conflicting story and conflicting information But whatever the case may be, what we know now is that every land, every clan in Biafra land is under attack. Every clan in Biafra land is under attack, and they are being shielded and aided by military men. By military men. In Ebonyi State, the story have it that a soldier who went to supply arm to Fulani herdsmen got missing at some point. And for that reason, the Nigerian military organized themselves and organized the herdsmen or whoever they are to invent a community called Mbo. And in that Mbo community in Ohauku local government of Ebonyi State, about 17, some people are reporting 17 innocent Nigerians have been killed under the watch of Governor Umahi. According to some people, 8 persons has been killed. Some people are reporting 17 persons. I have received pictures and videos of the victims of this attack. And the videos and the pictures of this attack is something that could shock the world. What the Fulani people or what the criminals and this terrorist has done in Ebonyi State is something it is very disheartening. And according to the story, instead of the governor of Ebonyi State to swing into action by making sure that all the perpetrators of these killings in Ohauku local government are brought to book, they are busy arresting people from indigenous people from the community. And according to them, the arrest they are doing in the community is because they claim that a soldier who went to supply arms, who are dealing on illegal arms smugglers, got missing in a community called Mbo in Ohauku local government of Ebonyi State. And instead of the governor to sweep into action and make sure that the life and properties of the community is protected, what the governor and the Ebonyi State government is doing is to go on rampage. And on that rampage, according to them, 17 people has been killed in Mbo community, in Mbo clan. And everybody in Biafra land must begin to pay attention to the activities of Fulani and this terrorist group in Ebonyi State and part of Imo State. The governor of Ebonyi State, in the name of Governor Umahi, must stop chasing rats when the house is on fire. You cannot begin to give ultimatum or search for a soldier that, according to the story, that a soldier went to supply arms to Fulani bandits, to Fulani terrorists, to Fulani Marandus killers, to Fulani bloodsuckers, and on the process, the soldier got missing. However, the story is, nobody knows which one to believe, but the government is claiming that a soldier is missing in Mbo community of Ohauku local government of Ebonyi State. And after the announcement of the soldier missing, the soldier, according to them, from Ebonyi State, invented this community, and the outcome of this soldiers' invasion of the community of Mbo community in Ebonyi State is now counting. We are counting dead bodies, we are counting corpses, we are counting women, children that has been murdered and their head chopped off. The chopped off head, this is only what terrorists Fulanis can do, and they have now easy access to kill people, to kill Biafrans in Biafra land. And what the governor is doing is busy trying to give an ultimatum, arresting people from the villages, looking for, in search of a soldier whom they claim is missing. So we are calling on the Southeast governors, on Governor of Ebonyi State, who happens to be the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, to make sure that all the people that has been arrested illegally, that has been dehumanized, that has been molested by military officers who invaded the community, that these people must be released unconditionally. They must be released unconditionally. You cannot come to a community where Fulanis are killing people in the community, and what you have to do is to send soldiers claiming that a soldier is missing. You send soldiers to the community and they start arresting, harassing, and killing people. The governor of Ebonyi State must provide the people who committed this atrocity, who committed this genocide in Ngbo, in Ohauku local government of Ebonyi State. We can't continue to allow this kind of things to happen in Biafra land. And if a decisive decision is not taken, reprisal attack, we will start to attack and defend ourselves, and no military man will be allowed in any community in Biafra land to come and start killing our women, and start killing our children, and start killing our young men and women, as what we saw today in Ebonyi State. It is perpetrated, and these things, this heinous crime, military has contributed and shielded these people that came to kill people in Ebonyi State. And this must stop. This must stop. We are aware that what the Nigerian military controlled by Boko Haram, they are trying to do is to provoke the Biafrans. They have been doing the highest provocation for the past 3 months. The provocation against Biafra people to see whether we are going to start carrying arms to defend ourselves, the provocation is getting out of hand, and the time has come. The time has come after seeing the picture, the gruesome murder of Igbos, of Biafrans today in Ohauku local government of Ebonyi State. The time has come that everybody must begin to bear arms for self-defense. The Nigeria security officers have joined hands with the Fulani for the final jihad. They have continued to test this jihad on us for the past 3 months. In Delta State, they did the same thing. The soldiers accompanied Fulani herdsmen to go and kill innocent Biafrans in Delta State. Today, or yesterday, 10th of March 2020, they have repeated the same thing in Ebonyi State. They have repeated the same thing in Ebonyi State. That some people are reporting, we are going to get the exact figure. We are going to get the exact figure, because some people are reporting 8 people has been killed. Some people are reporting about 17 people has been killed. We can't continue to fold our hands. It is time everybody in Biafra land wake up. You have to take up arms for self-defense. It is not a crime to defend yourself, since the central security system in Nigeria has been hijacked by terrorists, since the central security system in Nigeria has collapsed. It has collapsed totally and completely. And the security of life and property of citizens of Nigeria can no longer be guaranteed by the government. It is time for self-defense. If you do not take up arms for self-defense, you will be wiped out of the face of the earth. I am not the first person calling for self-defense. T.Y. Danjuma, who is a retired general in Nigerian military, have once come publicly to call on Nigerians to start defending themselves, otherwise they will all be killed. And it is happening right in front of our eyes. And for this reason, we will begin to address the misconception that we have had against Niger Delta freedom fighters. Everyone in Biafra land must stop to address the Niger Delta freedom fighters as militants. We must stop to address them as militants. They are not militants. Militants are criminals. Niger Delta freedom fighters, Biafra Niger Delta freedom fighters are not militants. They are freedom fighters. There is difference, a huge difference between militant and freedom fighter. These people called men, these people called avengers, these people called whatever you call them in Niger Delta, they are not militant, they are not criminals, they are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. Every Biafran must stop to address them as militant. They are not militant. Starting from now. Henceforth, the people that are bombing pipelines in Niger Delta, they are not militant. The people that are carrying guns and fighting for resource control in Niger Delta are not militant. Starting from this day, we must begin to preach this message for every Biafrans to begin to address men as freedom fighter group. You must begin to address avengers as freedom fighters group. They are not militant, they are freedom fighter. I want to tell you, I want to explain to you what is a freedom fighter, the meaning of freedom fighter. Freedom fighter is another name, or in terms of those who engage in struggle to achieve political freedom for themselves or obtain freedom for others. The literal meaning of this word could include anyone who fights for cause of freedom. In common use, it be restricted to those who are actively involved in an armed rebellion rather than those who campaign for freedom by peaceful means. These are legitimate names for all MEND members in Niger Delta and all avengers in Niger Delta, in Biafra part of Niger Delta. You must begin to address them henceforth as freedom fighter. They are not militant. They are not militant as the North have refused to acknowledge the fact that every Mayete Allah member is a terrorist. The Northern Nigeria and the government of the day refuse to acknowledge the fact that every herdsman is a terrorist. This government has continued to sponsor the killing all over Nigeria, and we can no longer continue to castigate our own. So I am calling on every Biafran around the world that henceforth preach this message. Niger Delta Avengers must not be addressed as a militant group in Biafra land. The Nigeria government can choose to name them whatever they want. They can choose to name them terrorists. They can choose to name them anything they want. But in Biafra land, people or every Biafran must stop using the word to address a word like militant to address Niger Delta Avengers or MEND members. They are all freedom fighters. No militancy anymore. Nothing like militant. We cannot continue to use the word militant to address these people who are fighting for freedom and the resource control of the Niger Delta region of Biafra. That is the message I have. In Ebonyi State again, I am calling on the governor for the second time that those people that has been arrested in a local government called Ohauku local government for doing nothing other than trying to secure their land against the Fulani terrorists. You arrested, molested these people who have committed no crime other than protecting their land. In the process of arresting them and intimidating them with military, Boko Haram controlled military, and what have you, the military shielded the herdsmen. They came and murdered innocent women, innocent children. Not just that they were killed, they chopped off their head. They chopped off their head. These pictures, these videos will be documented as part of genocide against Biafra people, and the International Criminal Courts will investigate the killings that are going on in Ebonyi State. This is not the first time that that particular place were invaded by Fulani herdsmen. In September last year, they invaded that same community and killed about 8 persons or about 12 persons, women and children. Defenseless women and children were killed and their heads chopped off. And again, today, the military have sheltered them and they have come again to kill Biafrans. This cannot continue. It is time every person in Biafra pick up arm for self-defense. We cannot continue as we agitating for Biafra, and the agitation of Biafra Republic is taking a different dimension. These people are intensifying their jihad against Biafrans. And international community are watching. By the time every Biafran begin to take up arm, let us see how the Nigerian government will survive Boko Haram and survive the Meyete Allah group they call bandit, and survive the Meyete Allah, other Meyete Allah. Nigeria government, they are going to survive and survive. If your community is attacked or being attacked by Fulani herdsmen, mobilize yourself and defend your community. Don't wait for the police to come. Don't wait for the military to come, because they will never come. And even if they come, they will begin to arrest innocent citizens, innocent community leaders, like what is going on in Ebonyi State. And Governor Umahi, the presidency that you are looking at may never come. It is time you put the security of Ebonyi people first before your political power. It is time you put the security of Ebonyi first before your political career. Before this day, I know the efforts I have made warning against this attack. I have warned against this attack that happened and took place in Ebonyi State yesterday. I made a video, warned about this attack, and I am also telling them that more of the attack will be coming. Go check the video. I warned them about this attack, and instead of Umahi to start fishing out the people that came to kill 8 women or 17 indigenous people of Biafra, he is looking for who to arrest, looking for a missing soldier. According to the story, a missing soldier who is a criminal. If the story is anything to go by, A soldier, according to the story, who went to supply arms to Fulani herdsmen to continue to kill Biafra, all of a sudden got missing. And the soldier is missing. All you could do is to bring military men to invade the community and start killing innocent women and children who know nothing about any soldier, who know nothing about any security issue, only living their life. And you, as a governor of Ebonyi State, your first job, your job is to protect the life and property of people of Ebonyi State as the chief security officer of the state. And that you have failed. Do you know what it means that 8 or 17 persons were killed under your watch? Do you know the implication? Do you know, Omahe, that after your governorship, if Nigeria continue to be one, that this could be a serious problem and we can file for a genocide against your government? For you supervise the killing of over 17 persons in one day. And all you could do is to bring military men who actually sheltered the people who killed these 17 human beings to start arresting innocent community leaders, to provide ghost soldier who nobody know whether there is any story, whether any story like that exists or not. And you think it is going to be business as usual in Biafra land. This Biafra we are fighting for. All of you governors that are participating in making sure that Biafra will not come, or that you are sabotaging agitation of Biafra because you know the crime and the impunity that you are doing. Believe me, the time will come when we will remember only you. Only you, the governors. Only you, the governors. And there will be no hiding place. You cannot be supervising the killings of other people and you think you can enjoy your own life. It is not possible. You cannot continue to supervise the killings of innocent women, defenseless women and children who have committed no crime other than being born in a state where you become a governor. That cannot continue. The time is coming. We will remember all of you. All of you who are supervising the killing of Biafrans. We will remember all of you. Let the killing continue in Biafra land. If you people cannot wake up now and do something by instituting indigenous security outfit to defend and protect lives of Biafrans in your various states, the time is coming. You are not bigger than everybody. You are only one person and only one head. You are not bigger than 50 million Biafrans. We will teach you all lesson who are supervising this killing of our people, and you think we are only romancing you and praising you for the stupid infrastructure you think we are building in Ebonyi State. You think infrastructure is bigger than life and properties of our people? The people that were killed as someone's mother, someone's wife, someone's children. You supervise their killing, and you think we will continue to look you in the face and call you governor. You think we can continue to look you in the face and call you His Excellency. There is nothing excellency in your name. Any governor that anybody is killed or was killed in his state has lost the title of His Excellency, and people should stop addressing them as Excellency, because there is nothing like excellency attached to your name. If you can supervise the killings of your people, you don't have anything, you don't have any moral right to attach excellency to your name. And like I said, Biafrans will remember you people very soon. it will happen in your own time. You will be alive to see it.